All right. 1 second, guys. What's going on, people? Lionel Santiago here with my co-host Shaymar Diaz. And if you're watching this, webinar, we're gonna teach you guys how to use video marketing as your #1 tool to generating traffic for your business. So before we get to that, let's get to know each other, right? My name is Lionel Santiago. This little man right here is named Edison Santiago. So, reason why I'm talking to you about video marketing is because video marketing is video is king. Let's get to the point. Video is king, and it's the fastest way for you to get leads and sales, is to build rapport faster with your clientele. Now, I started this industry back in 2003, early January, 2013 rather. I was a diesel mechanic, and I didn't really like the way I was living at the time. At the time, I was working with these older gentlemen. They were talking about, I wanted to retire with this pension and, live off the Social Security. And I looked at that and I said to myself, I don't want to live up to, the age of 65 waiting for a paycheck on a monthly basis, a little paycheck that's probably going to run out in a week or two. So I decided to make a decision, and start a home-based business like the one I do right now. So long story short, I'm home, with this little man, working out of this laptop every single day, living the lifestyle that I want to have, not the 9-to-5 jobs like most people, and in the work in the corporate field have. And you want to introduce yourself, Shaymar?
Yeah, thank you, man. My name is Shaymar Diaz. For those of you who don't know me, I worked in retail. I worked in Walgreens, and I wasn't happy. So, I wanted to take my life into my own hands. I'm also in college. So I've observed that when every time someone's in college, they end up taking out a loan, especially if they're in business, because that's what I major in. They have to take out a loan and all this craziness and wait to get internships. And I didn't want to wait to graduate, all of that stuff to happen. So I just took matters into my own hands. And I just started doing research about how to invest and how to invest and, become an entrepreneur. And that's exactly what I did. And what happened was, a year ago, I came across network marketing. First was a little skeptical, but I just kept learning, kept observing, and it's the real deal. And this is my first year, and I've had quite a few successes. And right now, I'm learning YouTube marketing. And like he said earlier, video is king, and I'm learning that right now, and that's what we're here to teach you tonight.
Yeah, man. So why video? Why YouTube? So the main reason is you could use this strategy for any kind of business, any home-based business, online business. You could use it for offline business also. So why video? Why is it king? So let's keep it for this example, online marketers. So when you start a online business, right, you get this this thing called a capture page, right? So everybody that started that home-based business gets that one capture page. So you start promoting it hard. You promote it on your Facebook. You start promoting it on Twitter and any social media that you have, right? So what happens? The first few weeks, that first capture page that you see that you start sending out, people get used to it and don't want to see it anymore. So what happens is that that fire that you have promoting it dries out. So you have to find a new way how to get your audience attention, right? And by the way, when you use the same capture page, it's not really good because it's not unique. It's not you, right? So you're pretty much branding the company, not you. Remember this one. People join people. People doesn't join a company, right? People don't join companies. So when you shoot a video, you're one-on-one with your customer, with your potential prospect, or your customer, rather. So, for example, I have a capture page, and I made it unique. So I will give you an example. So in the capture page, it'll say, my free video. I'll show you rather. So let me get something real quick. Yeah, maybe. 1 second, folks. All right. And by the way, Shamar, when you do a screen share, it's on the left-hand side. It says screen share. So right now you're looking at my screen, right? So everybody gets this custom-made, well, this basic capture page. Everybody gets it. So what happens is I made mine custom. So once you click the next button, my face, a video of me shows up. That right there bridges the customer to me, right? That's how it goes. No, it introduces myself before you go and see the sales video. So what happens if you don't have a unique capture page like the one I have? You send out this capture page, people, give you their email, and when you go to send an email to them, people will ask, who is this guy? I don't know who's Lionel, right? Because there's no relevant. You're not relevant to them, right? They're just seeing this video, the video after this page. So you have to make it that if you want a good, a good percentage that people will buy from you, you have to make it unique so that when they see that page and they see you, right, when they click the next button, they know who you are already. So right there, if you do this in your online business, you're ahead of the game. That's a good chance that you will get more leads and sales if you continue to do it that way. If you make it unique. Now there are tools. That you have to get to do it. But if you want to learn that, then I'll send you a link, and whoever send you on this page, just get in touch with them, and they'll send you their links. So now, you got anything to say, Shamar?
Yeah, sorry about that. So when it comes down to video marketing, what attracted me to video marketing was the idea of autopilot leads. What I was doing before was a Facebook chat strategy, which me and Lionel both know. It's what our mentor taught us, Lisa Torres, and I practiced it a lot, and I actually got really good at it, and I sponsor people with it. The problem is when you're manually looking for people to sponsor, what happens is if they drop out, you have to waste your time again looking for people and chasing, and that's not what this business is about. It's not about wasting time and being on a laptop all day. It's about time freedom, financial freedom, right? So this is why it took me a little while to know exactly what strategy I wanted to do, and I figured out that I could relate best with video because I can be myself. I can build rapport instantly on there, and that's what brought me in. I saw a video. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Vic Stryzewski, but I saw a video of Vic Stryzewski, and he was teaching me a lot of things, and that's what brought me in. So since that's what brought me in, that's what I can relate with. So video is the strategy I'm rolling with, and in a few, once Lionel's done talking, we're gonna dive into that marketing strategy. I'm gonna teach you basically I'm gonna put my brain in your head.
So let's get into this. So, right, why video, right? Check this out. Like Diaz said, why, you come into this home-based business to have time freedom, be financially free, whatever the reason, is. Why video? Why not Facebook chat or some other strategies? Number one, when you do Facebook chat, which is it does work, right? It does work. Everything that we're going to say today, everything works, but it depends on you if you want to do the video or the Facebook chat, if you have time for it or if you don't have time for it. You have to balance it out. Now, the Facebook chat, you have to be there, like for hours, just going down through, groups, there's different groups, different fan pages, connecting with people. Now, that takes a lot of time, right? In some cases, right, you don't get even a lead or a sale. So imagine you a week straight, right? Imagine you're doing the Facebook chat for a week straight, and you only get one lead. That will get you, mad, right? I want to try to filter myself today, but that will get you mad, like to the point you want to, stop doing this. So why video? I'm gonna show you, because I like to show, I like to show, I teach, whatever. So I'm gonna show you my YouTube account. Right now, I have 135 videos. That's 135 me that is playing constantly, 24/7, 365, nonstop, and I don't have to do anything. The only thing I have to do is shoot the video once, upload it, and post it on YouTube, right? Post it wherever I want. Facebook, Twitter, what's the other? Any social media that I want, and it'll continue playing until I decide to take it off, right? So that's why we decided to go with video instead of Facebook chat or other strategies like that you have to be manually on the computer. So we decided we wanted YouTube because, number one, sometimes you have, when you're starting off, you're still in your job, you're 9 to 5. If you're fortunate enough not to work a 9 to 5 when you're starting off, all power to you. But sometimes some of us have to work to support the family, and we can't be there 24/7 like some people. So we have to find different ways how to get our faces out there. Now, the more your face is in front of your customer, the better, right? So if you continue to produce videos, produce content on a daily basis, you are more than likely to end up on the leaderboards. You know how they say you get luckier or something like that? Well, you get luckier every time you produce. So, this is not an overnight solution. This is a long-term solution. So when couple of years down the road, one of my videos is still ranked, I'm still gonna get leads on a daily basis, So, and some of those videos that you put on YouTube, they might not rank, but you have to change certain things up, and that's what we're gonna get into in a little bit. So I'll throw it back to you, Diaz.
Yeah, like Lionel was saying, when you do video, it stays out there forever until you decide to take it off. And before I get into the video marketing, I just want to say that, like we were talking about before, about time freedom, full of time. So I'm gonna give you some strategies that you can work with. If you find these strategies of value and you would like more information, you can connect with me or Lionel on Facebook, and then we continue from there. Now, first things first, when it comes down to YouTube, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you're doing your keyword research. I made the mistake of just going off the top of my head and just typing in what I thought people were looking for. These are things people are looking for, but they might not be typing it in. I don't know if that makes sense. So when you do the keyword research, what happens is whatever you think someone's looking for, they might be typing it in, but in a different way. So when you know the exact way they're typing it in to the search engines, it gives you a more accurate idea of how many people are looking for the searching for whatever it is, the content that you want to put out there. So you always want to make sure you're doing your keyword research first. That's number one thing, always. Secondly, you want to make sure you're giving out great content. For those of you who feel doing video, it doesn't have to be that long when you first start out. And remember, it's not going to be perfect. No one's perfect. So, you could start out by doing a video or two a day. I used to be, terrified of putting videos up of me because I didn't know what people would think. But what I started to do was I would shoot videos of myself and I would just shoot the videos and I wouldn't upload them. I would just shoot the videos and see like how clear I talk and how do I sound, how do I look. So you could do those type of things if you fear doing video. And yeah, after a while I just sort of started getting used to it. And then when I got comfortable, this is when I then started to create content. Excuse me. So I would do my keyword research to figure out how many people are searching for this term. Then I'll do I'll take little notes on what I'm gonna talk about, and I wouldn't read off the paper because that's fake. And in this industry, people want to connect with people that are real. All right, so you want to make sure you're coming from the heart. You want to make sure you're being genuine. So you come up with content. Like I said, it doesn't have to be that long. Remember, nowadays, people's attention span is not that long. So you want to keep it maybe 2 to 4 minutes of great content, great value. Now, what is great content? What is great value? What do you find valuable? What are you struggling with in your business? That right there is value. So what you do is you do your research, you find out the answer to a problem, and you just deliver the value. You make a 2 to 3 to 4 minute video answering the question. That's basically all you have to do, and create great content. Don't just half-ass the content. Give something away that's gonna truly help someone, something that's gonna really solve somebody's problem. Why? Because if you become a problem solver and you become good at it, chances are most likely that people will come back to you. They're going to come back and keep checking up on Lionel. They're going to come back and keep checking up on Shima. They're going to come back and keep checking up on you when you put out great content. So you want to make sure you're giving out really great content, always, all the time. The third thing that I used to always leave out, and I want to tell you not to leave this out so that you can get results quicker than I did. I left this out for like a month. Thankfully, I caught myself and, I started to do things the correct way. What you don't want to leave out is a call to action. What is a call to action? A call to action is basically marketing in general is just leading someone to the next step, So call to action after you gave after you did your keyword research, you gave great content. You want to direct them what to do next. So, for example, on YouTube, at the end of my content, after I give value, what would I do? If they found my content of value, if I solved a problem for them, I would then direct them to a link to give more free value. Most of the time, network marketers, they just want to pitch or sell something right after they give away value. You want to make sure you over deliver. You want to over deliver all the time, always. Why? Because think about it. What if you don't know somebody and they're teaching you something? If they keep teaching you and teaching you and teaching you, what's going to happen? You start to like them, you're going to start to trust them, right? We want people to like and trust us. So you want to make sure you over deliver and always deliver lots and lots of value. And what's going to happen is naturally, when people like and trust you and you're solving problems for them, they're going to end up buying for you naturally. And not only that, you just help somebody with their business. You're helping them now get closer to their success. So you want to make sure you do the keyword research, right? That's step number one. You want to give great quality to make them want to come back. And you always want to end it off with a call to action. Not necessarily selling anything, but telling them basically if they like the information that you gave, put their name and email and a link in the description on YouTube. And, in exchange for great value, they'll give you their name and email and you can keep teaching them. And naturally, you put out lots of value. Naturally, you get, that person becomes a customer and you just actually literally change someone's life. And with that being said, those are the basic steps in YouTube marketing. So you have anything to say, Lionel?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, put this picture up real quick. Woo! I'm having a good time. You having a good time, Diaz?
I'm having a great time. I love teaching this stuff. This excites me because we're gonna dominate, and whoever's watching this, if they decide to jump on a YouTube marketing with us, I guarantee they're also gonna dominate if they apply this and stay consistent.
So check this out. Diaz hit on a few important, points, right? Number one, people when they're starting to do the YouTube strategy, they're a little bit afraid of the camera. So, like he said, he had problems trying to shoot a video. He had to redo it all over, like a couple of times. And I'll be honest with you, my first video that I uploaded on YouTube, I did it at least 50 times, over and over, trying to get it perfect. But see, when you try to be perfect, stop wasting it on trying to be perfect, because you get perfect throughout time. Every time you do a video, you'll get better and better and better and better. Your words starts coming out better. You won't mumble as much. You won't be scared. And you just, go with the flow, as they say. So a lot of people, they are scared because they've never been in front of a camera, or they're camera shy, or whatever the case may be. So I challenge you to shoot a video, right? And send it to one of us, right? We'll walk you through what you got to do. So, and it'll be private, so nobody else will see it, and we'll give you feedback on what you need to do and what you not to do here and there. But let's get into this training. So Diaz just hit on a few key notes. He said, keyword research. So what is actually keyword research? So I'm going to show you, because, I like to show what I'm doing, teach you the way I like to learn. So right now you're looking at my Google, right? So Google has this pretty cool tool, right? It's called, Diaz he has one up on me. He got he has a better tool than I do, but I'll get to that point. If you want to learn about that, go ahead and contact him. He'll get you the tool for you. So if you, this tool from Google is a free tool that you could get, right, and use it. And basically what it does, it gives you a group, you know, a group of keywords that people are searching, and it tells you, you know, how many people are searching throughout the month, and how high the competition is. So I'm gonna give you an example. Something that I'm gonna give you an example of the word of a video that I shot today, right? So, how to have a productive day. So this is a word that I searched before I made up my video that I'll show you in a little bit. So I like to go to keyword ideas, right? So up here I put down how to have a productive day, and you can just see. Let me filter this. You can just see up here, 260 people are searched that on YouTube, or on Google rather, and the competition is low. That is a great keyword to have. And there's two different kinds of keyword. There is long-tailed keyword, and just a keyword. The one I'm showing you right now is a long-tail keyword, right? Which means is more specific to the people looking, wants to, what is the word? Looking for. So it's more specific. So this word, how to have a productive day, people are actually typing how to have a productive day on Google. And you know what was the beauty of Google? Google is one of the biggest search engine, right? And Google recognizes, what do you call it? Recognizes YouTube. So for example, how to have a productive day, right? So whenever a word is looked up, you have videos here. Sometimes Google will even put a video on the first page, right? So, when you do a video and you did the keyword research right, your video will probably pop up in the first page on YouTube or Google, one of the two. But since we're talking about YouTube, you want to get it on the first page of YouTube. So why you want to get on the first page? Because if you're on the first page, let's be honest. Let's keep it 100, right? So you shoot a video. No, actually, you're searching YouTube, and you're looking for how to bake cookies, right? It only takes 1 or 2 videos to search up, and that's it. You'll learn how to bake cookies, right? You're not gonna go through the thousands of pages of YouTube just to learn how to bake cookies. The first few videos that you see is the first few videos that you're gonna search up, you're gonna watch, and you're gonna go implement, right? So why the first page? Because think like a consumer, a prospect. I'm not gonna search down through 30 pages of videos to just learn how to make cookies. So I just rather get straight to the point. So once you get the right keyword, right, you wanna make a video around that keyword. So my keyword, my long tail keyword was how to have a productive day. Let me get a sip of this drink. Ooh. So that's my word. Now, typically, I try to go for words around, 200, 300 to like 1,000, maybe, if they have low competition. So a ninja tip, right, is you take your word, you go to YouTube, you put the quotation marks You put it in. So you compare it to the Google search, and then what you really want to do is go on YouTube and search it up. See if the competition or the results you have are very low. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. How to have. Okay, right there. Put it in the. Oops. So when you put in the quotation marks, you're actually looking for this word, not all this nonsense. So you see where it says 251 results? That's a good keyword because not a lot of competition, not a lot of people are looking for, not a lot of people made a video around that keyword. So this video that I'm about to show you, I made 4 hours ago, maybe 5 now. Oh, wrong video. And it's in the first page of YouTube. See, this is, you know, I gotta tweak it a little bit more to get it up here where I want it, number one. But it's in the first page, right here. 4 hours ago, brand new. These people have been doing it for what, a couple of years now? 7 months. 4 hours ago. There's another video I made around the keyword how to get paid on Instagram. First video, right? A year ago. Look how many views, right? So this video has been watched 1,160 times, and I only shot it once. You see the power? You see the power of YouTube? That's how powerful YouTube really is. Like, you shoot it once, and you know, you get leads and sale off of it. I mean, I get up to 10 leads a day because of YouTube, and a lot of people are struggling to even get one. So imagine getting 10 a day and converting those 10 leads into sales. You know, whatever price range that you're selling your products or whatever the case may be. But imagine 10 people joining your business or buying your products every single day. Wouldn't you want that, right? So I'll hand it back to Diaz.
Hey guys, yeah, I know also touched on some key points. You want to make sure when you're doing your keyword research, you want to make sure that you're going after low competition and searches around 200. But why? Because if you go after high competition, chances are that if you go after high competition, you're not going to rank, because there's people who are really advanced with YouTube marketing, and they're doing things like, you know, backlinks and all that type of stuff. If you want to learn more about that, you could, you know, message us privately, ask us about that. But they're doing backlinks and all types of things. So you want to make sure you're going after low competition. Why? Because if you go after low competition and you stay consistent with this for 90 days, you will get results if you're following the right guidelines, and you will rank if you're if you find low competition keywords around maybe, you know, 200 searches, like he said. For example, I'm gonna show you a video that I ranked for. So on the first page.
Whenever you're ready, Diaz, on the left-hand side, it says screen share, so you can do it.
Good to go?
Yeah, the green button. So another key thing about being an entrepreneur, you don't have to be a technical savvy guy. You just, you know, do what we teach you guys, and boom, you know, you're good.
Let me show you guys something real quick. Like that ninja tip he showed you with the quotation marks. That shows you exactly how much competition is out there for this keyword. Learn why good and bad posture. That was my keyword. Good and bad posture. Those are my keywords. You can add things like learn why good and posture. good and bad posture is crucial. But my basic keywords are good and bad posture. Okay? And watch when I take off. The quotation marks are just to show how much competition I have. Watch when I take off the quotation marks. Okay. See like this. Look at all the results. 13,800 results. Second video. Is what happens when you're doing the things correctly and when you're following the guidelines that me and Lionel are teaching you. Like we said though, if this interests you, if this excites you, if you're interested in video marketing, you can always contact us for help, or if you want to join us and partner with us, you're more than welcome to contact us and let us know so that we can help you also get results. I'll pass it back to Lionel.
I don't know if you want to continue, because I'm having an awesome day right now. Great day. Like Dia said, man, if you see how you rank the number 2 on YouTube, that's the kind of training that you're gonna get right here with us right now, right? So if you already saw on my on the bottom of my screen, it says, my name and then a little link. If you want to partner up with me right now today, go ahead and type that, and type it on your search bar up here on your on your address bar, and go ahead and click and get started, right? So we could get you trained and on the fast track to your financial, freedom, get you out of financially, debt or whatever. And if you were invited by Diaz, go ahead and contact him personally on Facebook and learn from him, because me and him are partnered up. We know what we're talking about. We learn it every single day. I mean, this is something that we learn. We practice every day. We learn every day. YouTube always changes. There's always a new thing to learn from YouTube. I'm not gonna say we mastered YouTube, because YouTube is always changing. Everything is new to us every single day. But we already like 10 steps ahead of the next person, because we took the time to practice, master it, and put in the work that it was necessary. So I don't think there's a lot more from that. I mean, there's a couple other things, but there's a couple other things like to get your video even ranked even higher, how to get it to stick on the first page. But I'll leave that for the people who are really serious about their business, about their lifestyle. And I'm not gonna give that out, because why give that out when you could just do it and get paid for it, right? So, what are you about to say, Diaz?
I just want to leave everybody with one thing. When I first started in my business, I was always looking for the fast route. I was just trying to linger and get tips and steal things from different people. And I just want to let you know, when you invest in yourself, and you apply, the quicker the results come, instead of you just trying to grab bits and pieces. If you want to attract buyers, you need to be one, right? So since I'm a buyer, I attract the buyers, and I just want to show you some results. I'm not bragging or boasting or nothing like that. 1 second over here. These are just some results over here. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'll be there. This is my first year. I'm doing pretty good for myself. We both are, me and Lionel.
Some people are still struggling to get their first lead, and here we are teaching you how to get leads easily without you being on your computer 24/7.
And honestly, with the things we've taught you already, you can go out there and start implementing this stuff. Honestly,
I think if they take that and run with it, they'll be all right now.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. These are just some of my total earnings for this year. So you see, not faking it, not just here talking junk. And these are some of the leads that I had this year. It's not bad. Couple leads. So yeah, like Lionel said, if this interests you, if this excites you, if you want to team up with us, there's his link right there. You could type that in the search, or if you're interested in working with me, you can contact me personally, and you can ask me any questions you want, and I'll be glad to answer them.
I think that right there wraps it up, man. Given the results that we both had on Facebook, YouTube, and on your back office, I think that's good. I mean, that's too much. I think that's too much proof that we know what to do. We overdid it right now. So, and plus, man, we have a good time doing this kind of stuff, man. It doesn't feel like work when you're having a good time.
Mm-hmm. So, absolutely.
All this stuff is simple. Once you do it once or twice, you'll get it down in like 2 minutes tops after your video. Your video is going to be, we recommend 2 to 3 minutes. After you finish that, upload it, whatever, boom. You're talking forever right now on YouTube. So get down, click the link. Write down the link on your address bar. Get with DLs. Contact us personally on your Facebook, however you got here, and we'll get you started on the right path. Instead of you looking for bits and pieces, struggling for 36 years on how to get one lead, and we'll get you started on the right path. So with that being said, it's been awesome hanging out with you, Diaz, teaching the peoples how to do video marketing, and see you in the next one.
No, before we hang it up though, I'm not techno savvy like Lionel. He got his name all nice with a banner and stuff. If you want to contact me on Facebook, my name is Shaymar, SHAYM, as a monkey, because I look like a monkey, AR. Last name is Diaz, DIAZ. You contact me on Facebook. Hope you all had a good time. Hope you got some value from this webinar, from me and Lionel. We basically put our brains in your head. And I know for sure, and if you implement what we taught you tonight, I know for sure you will get results if you stay consistent, if you really want this. So have a good night. Peace out.